All right, John, there was another case of a coming together of player and manager. It happened last night after Liverpool exited the Carabao Cup at the third round stage to Chelsea. They lost 2-1. An exceptional goal by Xherdan Shaqiri, which we'll get to momentarily, settled the game ultimately. Xherdan Shaqiri had a free kick towards the end, which he tried to float in, was looking for somebody's head, you would imagine, for them to get a shot on goal, and ultimately the free kick ended up trickling wide with absolutely no pressure on the Chelsea back four at all. Once the final whistle came, Jurgen Klopp came onto the pitch, as he usually does, but he decided to seemingly have a go at Xherdan Shaqiri on the pitch, in front of everybody, giving him a dressing down about how he approached that free kick, and possibly other aspects, we don't know, of his play that evening. I don't know what you make of that kind of public dressing down of a player. The Mourinho-Pogba thing is accidental, I guess, because we weren't expecting to see that happen on camera. Everybody knows there's about 28 cameras in Anfield, and they're all going to be pointing at Jurgen Klopp at the final whistle. He knew what he was doing there.
Yeah, I think he did. I don't think it's right. I don't think it's ever right in any circumstances, Richie, to criticise a player publicly. That's what the dressing room is for. When you go into the dressing room, you can say exactly what you like and nobody sees it, right? In Shaqiri's place situation last night, now if he was, for example, having a go at him over the free kick, there was an awful lot happened for the goal to be scored at the other end, to be blaming him for that particular situation.
Well, then Hazard managed to be about 15 players en route to go.
Why isn't he having... Anyway, I think the main thing is with Klopp, and it's become fashionable, and I'm old-fashioned, I know. I don't think the managers should go on the pitch after the match.
Win, lose or draw.
Win, lose or draw. Why is Klopp going on the pitch? He's going to shake hands with all his own players. He's seeing now as what we consider to be critically having a go at a player on the pitch, which shouldn't happen. They're going to be back in the dressing room in 10 minutes. What is he doing on the pitch? Not him. He's hugging his players. You can hug them in the dressing room. He's shaking hands and hugging the opposition.
You can do that in the tunnel.
But they're going back in the dressing rooms in 10 minutes' time. You wait and you go into the dressing room yourself. If the players have won the match, let them go and enjoy that and go to the crowd. As a manager, you don't have to do that. Now it's become popular to do it, and most managers are doing it. That doesn't make it right. Let them come back in the dressing room, and you can say what you want to say. Do what you want to do, because in my experience in football, when you go back in the dressing room, no matter how well you've played, Richie, it's never perfect. So my idea is that whatever went happening, you put it right in a studied way, and you don't have a go at anybody publicly. You can have a go where you can tear the head off somebody in the dressing room, but it usually stays in the dressing room, because there's nothing worse for a player to be seen publicly being humiliated.
I was just going to say, what are you thinking if you're Shaqiri last night and you're standing on the pitch? You're usually, like, we know the way Klopp behaves, and after the matches he goes on, he hugs everybody. Shaqiri at one point reaches out the hand as if he's expecting a handshake and hug, and instead is getting that in his ear.
He knew what was happening. He knew he was being humiliated publicly. That's what we assume, and I think we're right to assume that's what he's doing. He's going to hate that. Why wouldn't he hate it? If you go back into the dressing room, and this is from a free kick that had led in a certain way to other things happened before the goal was scored. You don't do that. Like, this is only management. I'm not talking about whether it's old or new or anything else. In the old days, the managers went into the dressing room because he knew the players were coming in 10 minutes later. Okay, now the players are going to the crowd along. So what? You wait for them to come in. You don't have to be part of that. And you certainly don't put yourself in a position where you can be criticised for publicly humiliating. That's what it is, humiliation of a player on the pitch. Wait for him to come in the dressing room. And then you have a right goal and nobody knows anything about it. And he knows nobody knows anything about it except the two. You're not humiliating him. What
would your immediate reaction have been if you were in Shaqiri's position last night?
I'd be horrified.
Yeah.
He knew what was happening. He knows people saw that. He put his hand out, didn't he? Put his hand out. I felt sorry for him.
He looked like a kid being admonished by his teacher.
By a teacher. Yeah. But you don't need to do that. You wait, you come in the dressing room and you say, in that free kick, you could have done a bit better, you could have done this, you could have done that. Or wait till Monday or Friday when you come back into training again, because everybody's a bit head up after a match. And the best thing, Matt Busby was the best I've ever seen at it, in my experience, man. We come in after the dressing room, win, lose or draw, say, okay, lads, put your stuff away in the bath, we'll talk about it on Friday.
Yeah.
Let it cool down. Because everybody, when they're, especially managers, get in such a head-up state that they fly off the handle. And where Busby was great, you can't take those words back. You know what I mean? Like if you come in after a Wednesday night and you had a bad defeat and you played terrible 5-0 and the man says, you were absolutely rubbish, you were a load of rubbish, you were terrible, I don't know what to do, da. Now Friday comes and he's given the team talk for Saturday. Now go out there full of confidence and do you. Wednesday, he's had a right go at them. So the best thing actually is to say nothing after the match. And wait till Friday, you can do it, everybody's calmed down and you can do it in a sensible way. But the idea of Klopp running on the pitch, he's not the only one that does it, but he probably does it more than anybody else. And he's hugging everybody. I'm expecting him to start hugging the crowd. For what reason? Apart from showing off in his own ego. They let the players do their stuff. They've done their stuff on the pitch. Wait till they come in after the match. And if you want to have a go, if you want to praise them, that stays in the dressing room. What happens in the dressing room stays. That's what an old saying in football. Not out in the middle of the pitch where he's no right to be. Doesn't have to be. Let the players come in. They've won the match or lost the match, whatever it might be. Then you sit them down and you say, okay, this went wrong. We'll talk more about it on Friday.
Did a manager or another player, another teammate of yours ever attempt a similar kind of dressing down with yourself or no? It just wasn't a done thing at all?
No. Well, I was played for Leeds for 12 years, so we were a close-knit group. But even it was part of the game.
Yeah.
You say, I played with these lads, great players, and I would do a lot of talking on the pitch. But if I was having a go at Eddie Gray, for example, nobody knew about that. I'd be close to him. I wasn't shaking my hands and doing my hands and doing that. That's all show.
Go up and have a word in his ear.
Yeah, you just, from where you are, you just have a chat. Eddie, get back and you should be, all that type of stuff. But nobody knows about that. Because that's how you have a good team spirit. Do you know what I mean? If I said to Eddie Gray, Eddie, now shaking my hands and Eddie, you should have got back. I say, oh, look at the crowd there. You know, Jazz is having a right go at Gray. Eddie Gray say, who do you think you are? You know, that's what happens. It doesn't happen with good teams. When you see a team doing that to each other, you know the spirit's bad.
They're doing it to be seen to do it.
Because it's not my fault, it's his fault. It's a passing of the buck in a certain way that humiliates the players on the end of it. Somebody misses a good chance. Right? He knows he misses a good chance. Right? Might be my turn next to miss a good chance. You don't get on to players about missing a good chance. You get on to them for not running back, not doing their thing, taking on the responsibility. But we can all miss chances. So like my take was when somebody was like, look, don't worry about it. You know, next time. You don't get on to players, you don't get on to your teammates, because getting on to your teammate is showing a weakness to the opposition.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? The opposition, they're having a go at each other. There's nothing better than that when the team spirit fails. You don't do that.